seems to me that we're in an almost unavoidable conflict with China now. They have so much of our debt.
By the way, China also, owns a ton of our debt, right? We're in massive, massive debt to China.
We have a lot of debt. And one day China might call us and say, hey, we'd like our cash.
Let's say China's like, they're looking at the books and they're going, well, these Americans, they all owe us an awful lot of money, and they keep borrowing money from us to pay off the money that they borrowed from us already. We're going to call in that debt. Do you know what happens when they call in that debt? We basically end up at war.
Well, I
Are
hate
we
to tell
ever going to
you.
get out of this? Or is it just you go bankrupt and you say start again?
Can I whisper how we get out? I mean, it's called war. Like, they're our debtors, and we've got more weapons than our debtors right now. Talk about a mafia move. It's like, we sort of know, we can keep borrowing from them because we got all the nukes and, they've got some stuff, but, we've got bases everywhere. It's a seriously depressing, unpleasant thing to think.
And it's all just made up numbers that get us further into debt, and we'll owe China more and more, and eventually we'll have to go to war with China because, at some point it's just sort of like the mafia. You keep borrowing money from somebody, and if you can't pay them back, you kind of have to, you hope that your muscle's bigger than their muscle. This is sort of like a mafia situation, right? Like when you go watch Sopranos, watch Goodfellas, watch any mafia movie. And at some point when they call in the tab, when they're like, no, guys, no more beers on us. We're calling in the tab. Well, then what do? Because we can't pay them back. We don't have any money.
Well, when the mafia guy shows up at your door for the money, and he brings Vinny and Tony and everybody and these big guys, and they're about to beat the shit out of you, it's like, you better have some weapons. So I guess that's what the United States has at the moment.
But in essence, it's like, you know how you get money from people? You break legs, right? You shoot somebody. And that's what we're going to be ended up, because we're constantly getting further into debt. So sorry, Democrats, you cannot spend this money.
So it actually is a good thing that we have weapons. That really is where we're at. I mean, you can really think about it. Just pick any episode of The Sopranos, whatever your favorite mafia movie is. Someone borrows money from somebody. You ain't got the money. You don't got the money. And then what happens? You get a bullet in your head.